And with me, as always, is my co-host,
Jessica.
And we're doing a series of episodes about different things Jessica doesn't know about. I'm going to introduce them to her, and then at the end of the podcast, she will tell us whether this is something that she's into, if it's stupid, etc. Today's podcast is about something called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. What do you think that is?
Like one of those, kid commercials?
Okay.
Telling people not to hug them?
Like stranger danger type stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
You think I would do a whole podcast episode about a commercial?
No, obviously that's not it. I just have no idea what it could be.
That's fair. It's a very confusing title. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it, and then we can watch some clips of it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Take your fucking sarcasm and put it somewhere else.
Put it in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is a surreal comedy horror musical web series created by Becky Solom and Joseph Pennington. It's 6 episodes and was released from July 2011 to June 2016 through YouTube and Vimeo. The series is made up of segments, and the segments are made up of puppets, traditional animation, and computer animation. Each episode starts like a child's TV series like Sesame Street or other popular kid shows, with them learning how to be creative or telling time. And then it gets creepier and creepier until the episode ends with a surreal plot twist in the climax.
Okay, sounds interesting.
Yeah, with gore and messed up stuff. The show stars 3 puppets named Yellow Guy, Red Guy, and Duff. And there's a 4th character named Roy, who is Yellow Guy's dad. So we're going to watch the first and only 6 episodes, and then we're going to discuss it. Alright, so what did you think, Jess? We watched all 6 episodes of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Alright, so what do you think?
Yep, that was definitely something. You're definitely right. It kind of does start off with a very childish TV show feel, and then it just kind of...
each episode has a theme. First episode was being creative.
Yes, being creative.
But then as it went on, there's 3 characters, like I said. There's Red, Yellow, and Duck. Yellow kept getting shut down.
Yeah. Yellow is not creative, apparently.
No, he got black ink on his painting.
Yeah.
He picked the green color to be his creative color.
And green is not a creative color.
Though it's technically the most creative color. Alright, so what notes do you got on the first episode?
Well, it got weird fast.
Okay.
It was just all around weird. Don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, there was just a bunch of weird stuff happened.
Yeah.
There was blood and gore at the end. They cut open a cake that had blood in it.
Yeah, there were organs in this cake.
Yeah, this is a little fun fact. The series creators met in Kingston University, and that's where they made the first episode, the one you just saw. And then they made the second episode, and it was so popular that they started a Kickstarter and were able to make 4 more episodes that were released once every 3 months.
Interesting.
Yeah, so what did you think of the second episode?
Again, it started off very cutesy, and it got weird fast.
What was it about again?
Time. The second one was about time.
Right, there's a little clock, and he was saying all the time.
It started off that they were waiting 5 minutes for their favorite TV show, and then, the clock starts singing to them. And that Roy character is just very creepy.
Yeah.
He was introduced in this one, and...
I think technically he's in the first one. Maybe you're right, maybe he's not in the first one.
See, I don't remember him being in the first one.
He is creepy. He's Yellow's dad.
Yeah.
And he definitely has something to do with the series that we're watching. And that's why, if you didn't notice, each episode, Yellow kind of gets shit on each episode. Mm-hmm. It's because his dad is the guy who created the show. He was in episode 4, in the corner of the screen. He appeared at the phone booth in, episode 6.
I don't know, there was something I've noted about a fish, but I don't remember the fish now.
Oh, there was that weird song where there's fishes on my plate, fishes in the bathtub, and then, Red's just, there's fishes everywhere.
Yeah, what was with the fish? Where did the fish come from?
Didn't you not notice, a very, if I said WandaVision was inspired by it, would you say that you could see that? Because WandaVision's done in a way where it's each episode is a friendly sitcom that's on the surface very wholesome.
Okay.
Like a kid's show. But then they have those weird scenes on WandaVision where it's real creepy, where characters kind of just stare at each other too long, or the guy's cutting his saw through the brick wall.
Or Agnes broke character and asked if we wanted to run it again.
Yeah, like there's a point in this where Red turns to the camera and he goes, it's when the clock guy pops up. Red's like, he wasn't supposed to show up.
Yeah.
And then the fourth episode, they like turn to the globe, expecting the globe to tell them about the world, and then it's a clock, or sorry, it's a computer
starts singing to them.
But then Red goes, we have a computer. Like, who is this cat? Like, our computer has a face and everything. It's a laptop.
Yeah, it's a laptop is what Red's referring to, but it's like a desktop from like the 80s is what's singing to them.
Yeah. Did you like notice the cynical themes of each thing too? The love one, episode 3, was about love.
Yeah.
But it was more about like the religious love, like you have to love things a certain way.
Yes, and I got, especially from that love episode, I got a real feeling that this is kind of occult type love.
Yes.
Especially when they started bringing up the mention of their king.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that written down.
They have a head, a giant boulder head they have to feed gravel.
Yeah, and in my notes I'm like, is this a cult?
But the thing is, the way they did it was in a smart way, I find, because it's like first they're just saying, like a love between man and woman.
Yeah, the special one.
Like that's the whole thing. Like a pigeon is singing to this guy.
It's a butterfly, but Yellow seems to think that it's a baby pigeon.
He thinks it's a baby pigeon. They tell him about like love, and then Yellow's like, "I love this tree," and he's like, "No, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah. You can't love the tree, apparently.
You gotta like love like two people, and then it grows from like that to like a religious type love, and then a cult like love, and then you kind of realize like to an extent they're all the same kind of love.
Yeah.
Legally, you're only allowed to love one person. You can only marry one person legally.
Yes, you can only marry one person legally.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you can't love more than one person.
I feel like the episode was just kind of pointing out everything we do, even love, is defined by the government. And like rules and regulations and religion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the computer episode, if you notice, Red just wanted to keep learning stuff. He wanted to Google the biggest thing, and the computer just like kept showing them nothing, fun fashions, and dance
graphs.
videos. No, at first it was graphs. It was going graphs, fashion, dancing.
Dancing, yeah.
But then after a while, the graphs was nothing, if you remember.
Yeah.
They'll just start going nothing, fashion, dance videos.
Yeah.
And then Red's head explodes in episode 4.
Yeah.
Episode 5, he's not in it, and things kind of take a darker turn, if you notice.
I noticed that Duck, like halfway through, he starts going like, okay, something's weird here.
Yeah.
What is going on? And Yellow's still just kind of like, hey, you know.
Well, like, Yellow's like a kid. Like, Yellow is Roy's kid. Out of everyone, Yellow is not knowing what's going on the most.
Yeah. And I also noticed that it's always the 19th of June in every single episode.
Do you know what June 19th is?
No.
It's Father's Day.
In North America, it is a different time of year. Like, it's not even in June in some countries. It's not specifically the 19th. It's like the third weekend in June.
Okay, well, I had it explained to me on a video, and when this was released, the year it was released, Father's Day was on the June 19th of that year.
Okay, so that does make sense.
In episode 6 of the 6-part series, that episode is released on Father's Day on June 19th.
Yeah, like, for instance, this year, Father's Day is the 20th of June.
Okay, sure, I didn't know that. So it's like...
It's like always the third
Easter.
Sunday of June.
It's like Easter.
Yeah.
I didn't know Father's Day was based off, like, the moons and the stars, too. That's really cool.
Mother's Day is the same thing. It's like the third Sunday in May.
Maybe it's, like, the best day to go fishing for Dad. Like, they have it planned out. Like, no, they don't. The 19th's no good this year. It's the 20th. Trust me, that's Father's Day.
That's definitely it.
In episode 5, Red's not in it, but someone keeps calling them, and in the end, post-credits, you see Red walking away from, like, a phone booth.
Yeah, and it's like, what's going on there? Is Red trying to get in contact with them?
Where episode 6 is, like, completely different.
Yeah, it's completely different format. It kind of starts off the same, but it, like, within 30 seconds goes right to that dark theme.
Yeah, like, Yellow's by himself. Like, he says goodnight to Red and Duck. Oh, but episode 5 ends with Duck being eaten by a can, a series of cans, and then Yellow is fed the cans, so Yellow eats his friend Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 6, Yellow's trying to go to sleep, and he's like, I miss you guys, to, like, the empty Duck and Red beds.
Yeah.
Then he turns his light out, and the light turns back on, and he's like, no, we gotta sing about dreams. Yeah. Duck's dead, Red's gone, Yellow's by himself.
And in each episode, there's, like, one character who's singing to them.
Yes, and in this one, it seems to be the lamp.
Yeah.
And Yellow is just kind of at a point where he's like, I'm done with this singing, I want to go to sleep.
But you can't sleep if you don't know about dreams.
Exactly, and the lamp's like, you gotta learn about dreams.
Then a hard cut to Red sleeping at a desk. But it's not like a TV set anymore, it's like, it's shot like a real time.
Like in an office building.
Yeah, and there's like a shit ton of Reds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he wakes up in a world of Red, and I guess his boss gives him a file, and Red's like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if, like, the file started singing and dancing? And he does a little, like, ah.
No one's on board.
And everybody's just kind of staring at him like he's got 3 heads, like he is the crazy one. And he's like, oh, okay, I guess not. It cuts, like, to a bar later?
Yeah, he's at, like, open mic or something. Pieces. He goes to open mic where he has a duck and a yellow hand puppet, and he's trying to, like, perform the first episode to everyone. No one's on board.
And they all start booing him.
But Roy's in the background.
Then it cuts to him, like,
the bar disappears, and he's, like, in a weird black room.
Yeah, and there's, like, this, like, supercomputer.
And he's pressing button, and he's, like, watching Yellow.
So, yeah, he's, like, watching Yellow with this, like, still singing lamp trying to sing to him about dreams. Right, and then Red starts pressing all these buttons on this computer, and strange things keep happening in the, I guess, TV set where Yellow is.
Yeah, like all the, like
all the previous things that were singing before start popping up randomly.
And then, like, characters you never saw, so it's, like, assumed that if the series was to continue,
there would have been more
episode about
smoking,
music, magnets.
Magnets, yeah, there was a shovel singing about digging holes.
Yeah. The paper, so, like, how he mentioned, it'd be funny if, like, the folder started singing.
Yeah, there was a folder that popped up and started singing to Yellow. What other ones were there? I know there was a magnet and a paperclip singing.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, the first one that threw us off was, like, it was a man dressed like the solar system.
Yes, yeah, the solar system
and he's, like, doing a rocket over his head. So, like, Roy puts his hand on Red's shoulder, and he's like, yo, let's do this thing. And then Red finds a giant plug, and he goes, I wonder what would happen if I pull this. And then it cuts to a scene from the very first one, except now all of the characters are different colors. Red is now blue. Yellow is, I want to say he's green. Sure.
With a red nose. And the duck is like, damn it, I don't remember now.
Red, I believe.
Red. Yeah, maybe red. I know that red was blue, and that was, like, the most stark contrast.
Yeah.
And they're sitting at the table, and the notebook opens up again and starts singing to them about being creative.
The first episode over again, and then the calendar finally goes from the 19th
to the 20th.
And the kitchen's a whole lot emptier. You get the Yellow is Roy's son.
Yes, that I got, because he told me in, like, the first time Roy appeared.
You mentioned they're different colors at the end, and Yellow is green, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what each of their favorite colors were?
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. I remember Yellow's was green. I guess Red's was blue, and
Duck's
was
no, red.
Red.
Yeah. Because red has to be different colors. So red's blue and Duck's red. The idea is what we saw in the last episode was essentially the prequel to the series, where Red. That's what humans look like. They look like Red, and Red wants to do like a kid. She wants to be creative. The last episode was about dreams. But dreams, the term dream can mean more than one thing. The term dream could be sleeping. The term dream could be, like, aspiration. Like, wanting to do whatever you would call Red wanting to do, like, have a kid show or whatever. Roy saw him, like, because at the end, Roy's in the bar. Roy, like, approaches him and is like, I'll give you a kid show. And my son's going to be in it because, like, I hate my son. And we're going to punish him each episode. Because Yellow always gets a raw deal. And that's why Yellow doesn't know, like, what's going on. So the first few episodes are the kid show, and that's why, like, Red will look at the camera and be like, well, what's going on? Because Roy's really pulling, like, the strings, because he's the producer. The producer has all the power. That's why at the end of the credits, when they're doing special things to the Kickstarter people, it just says, and Roy, who's the puppet. Okay. So the first 4 episodes are the show where Roy has all the power, even though Red wants the show to be a certain way. And then Red, he walks through that door and his head explodes, right? It was the first episode shot real low budget. So, like, Red was a mop, a painted red mop. Duck was a real duck. Yellow was made, like, real tacky, and his head exploded because he realized, I can do this on my own. I don't need Roy to pay for the show anymore. Like, I can just do it on YouTube. Because that episode's all about learning about computers.
Okay, yes.
And, like, Red wanted to learn stuff, and Red realized, essentially, Red learned about YouTube. Because people have come forward and asked the creators of the series to, like, make it like a TV show, but they know they'll have less power. Episode 5 is all about eating food. But not eating healthy food, eating, like, weird, gross food, right? You probably didn't notice this, but a lot of the boxes say Roy's. Roy's.
Okay. I didn't notice that.
Okay, Yellow's dad owns a food company, and he's pushing his agenda. Because he owns the TV show and owns a food company, he's saying, like, no, eggs and like carrots aren't healthy. Bland, plain food's healthy, and like he was selling bland, plain food.
Yeah, like the white sauce.
Yes, he kept
Don't
mentioning.
have pizza, have white sauce.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally in episode 6, you saw what happened. Like we explained what happened. It ends with Roy putting his hand on Red's shoulder, and he's essentially saying, "Let's do this thing." And Red pulls the plug, and the show starts over again, the first episode, but now it's on Red's terms. See what I'm saying? They're all their favorite color. If you noticed, the kitchen was hell of a lot emptier.
Yeah, it was like just a table and a window, essentially.
Yeah, and that's because they don't have any funding, because the producer Roy is gone.
Okay, the man with the money left.
Yes.
I get that.
So what do you think of the thing? Like, do you think it was really cool? Do you think it was stupid? Would you want to watch something similar to it?
I feel like it was very interesting and entertaining. A lot of it, I'm sitting here going, like, what the F is going on? Thinking, like, this is really weird. But, no, I would watch something else like it.
Isn't it kind of disturbing that it was on YouTube and it starts off like a normal kid show, and for all you know, you could, like, put it on for a kid and walk away? Like, there was no warning at the beginning or anything.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, I could see that, but at the end of the day, and also there was no cursing, so it's not like they put like a special warning on it for YouTube viewers or whatever.
Yeah, but it could also be a message where you need to be careful with what you expose yourself and your children to on the internet.
Yeah, showing how ignorant everyone was, like the computer episode where like Red wanted to learn stuff, but the computer's just full of like dance videos and fashion.
Where, yeah, people are being willfully ignorant because it's just easier in this age of knowledge to just ignore what's going on and, oh look, let's watch these dance videos, or oh look, YouTube's full of cats, let's watch a cat video instead.
And even episode 1, just telling people how to be creative, how not to be creative.
Yeah.
Episode 5, where it wasn't about healthy food, it was about pushing Roy's agenda. That's stuff like that. I thought it was really smart, and I don't even think it would be the worst thing if a kid got stuck watching it compared to the drug of like Sesame Street and what else people watch nowadays.
Yeah, it could be good for kids.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I got some exciting news. We can end the podcast with this. In the year July 2020, the series was picked up by Channel 4. And there is a original Sundance pilot that I watched where they kind of retool the series where it's more like they're in a town and there's other puppets. But it still has like its gritty, dark themes to it, which is fun.
Okay, good.
Well, I guess that's it. That's all I gotta say about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Woo!
So hit the like button and comment, and thank you for listening.
Share this with your friends.
And we'll have another video next week about something else Jessica doesn't know about.
Woo!
Woo.